Hey guys, we're back here in the studio with this week's hockey insider, Chris Picher. Chris, thanks for joining us. You just heard Bernie Corbett's take on the Terrier season thus far. It's been a wild ride for the Terriers. What do you have to say?
It definitely has been a wild season for BU, a bounce-back season after just having 10 wins last year in Coach David Quinn's first season with the BU Terriers. And this year they boast a very impressive record of 23-7-5. And this weekend, on Friday night, they'll be at the TD Garden against UNH in the Hockey East Tournament semifinals. It's been a very successful year for BU. You know, a lot of their successes have come because of their recruiting class, which was ranked basically the top in the country, highlighted by freshman phenom Jack Eichel, who's getting a lot of attention around BU, but really national attention, as he's projected to be the second pick in the NHL entry draft this summer. He is one of the finalists for the Hobey Baker Award, which is given to the best college hockey player in the country. And he has a reason to be nominated for that award, as he leads the country with 1.8 points per game, which is 0.3 points higher than anyone else in the league. And he has a plus 42 rating, which is really unheard of, especially for a freshman. But it's really not just Eichel. They've got 8 other freshmen that are in their everyday lineup with Eichel. 4 of them are in the lineup of 6 defensemen, and they do a really good job in front of junior goaltender Matt O'Connor. And I think that, it definitely starts with the first line that Eichel centers, with Evan Rodriguez, assistant captain, on his left, and Danny O'Regan, the junior forward, on his right. That line, 3 of those 5 guys are top 5 in points in the country, which is really incredible. And this line has really been why BU was able to win their first Bean Pot since 2009 and win their first Hockey East regular season championship 2009. And that bodes well for the Terriers, because when they did that in 2009, they also won the national championship. So good things ahead for BU.
Looking forward to it for sure. What do you think the keys to success for the Terriers will be against UNH this Friday night?
Yeah, for me, it's going to be a game where obviously BU is favored, being the top seed, and UNH has had 2 upsets in the tournament so far as the 9th seed. So they're going to come in with a chip on their shoulder, and I think for BU to kind of deflect that momentum that UNH has stirred in the first 2 rounds of the tournament is really for them to just play their game. So, be aggressive. They do really well, and they get an aggressive forecheck going and then have the puck in space. And if they can carry that fast break and the odd man opportunities into the offensive zone, their offense is going to be able to score a ton of goals, averaging just under 4 goals per game, which is tops in the Hockey East. So I think they are the better team. They just need to stay out of the penalty box and stay aggressive, and I think Coach Quinn has them trending in the right direction right now.
What teams do you think pose the biggest threat to the top-seeded Terriers in the Hockey East Championship?
Well, obviously, if you're Coach David Quinn, you have to tell your guys, we got to start with UNH. You can't get ahead of yourselves and look at the other 2 teams that are left in the tournament, and UVM and UMass Lowell. But out of those 2 teams, I would say that UVM poses the biggest threat to BU, even though BU swept the season series at the Gutterson in Burlington, Vermont this season. I just think that the way they're playing, they upset BC this past weekend. Their goaltender, Hoffman, is a really solid player. He only allowed 1 goal in his last 2 games, which is pretty unheard of in a tough environment like Connie Forum at BC. So UVM, for me, is the team to watch out for. They have a lot of big, aggressive forwards that play a similar style to Northeastern, who gave BU some close games down the stretch of the season.
And finally, what do you think the Terriers' chances are looking like in the NCAA championship?
Well, they obviously are, focused on the Hockey East Championship as of now, but they will definitely be a top 1 or 2 seed overall in the tournament. There are 4 1 seeds and 4 2 seeds, as 16 teams make the tournament. If BU can win the Hockey East tournament, they will be a 1 seed, and I think they have a very good chance. They're playing with a chip on their shoulder right now, as they should be. They're scoring a lot of goals, and they've got a young team that is just coming together at the right time. And I think that they really do have a chance to bring a national title back to Agganis Arena and to ComAv for the first time since '09. And it would be the first one under Coach David Quinn, who's done a very impressive job in a bounce-back season this year. So I'd look for their offense to carry them in the tournament. And I think they have enough weapons, despite not having a lot of experience, to win the national championship.
All right, Chris Picher, thank you very much for your time. Alessandra, you heard it here first. Back to you over at the desk.